I kind of, long story short, definitely decided about 3 years ago not to retire, and just to continue making music and recording and that kind of thing. I think a lot of times, I'll be 34 this year, and I think a lot of times around this age, whether you're an artist or not, it's pretty common to start thinking like, am I good at what I do? Should I keep doing it? Should I go get my master's? Like, I think a lot of late 20s, early 30s have those feelings and thoughts, right? But like a lot of people, my husband and I, we lost a lot. And touring, playing concerts has been my full-time job since I was 19 years old. And I'm 33 and, married with a baby. And then the pandemic hits and all of my shows get canceled. And so I was stared at the wall for a very long time. I'm super grateful for a husband that works incredibly hard and, takes care of us. And on a personal note, however, I've really struggled with my identity as an artist, as a creative, as a human. And then also like my job that I've had for my entire life, like what in the world, So I know you asked like, when did God show up? or more so in the question, but the reason why I shared that is because I just wanted to kind of share the depths in which I was just like low-key nervous that he might have forgotten. I never specifically was like, oh, God forgot about me, but it's difficult because, dealing with like job loss and identity and all these things, it's just really difficult. And as things kind of changed and opened up, like mid 2021, especially for artists, as concerts started to happen again, I honestly thought that everything would just continue to go back as it did. And it didn't for me. I got a lot of no's. I got a lot of, tried one of the reality shows to do singing and stuff, one of the competition shows, and that didn't work out. I tried to get on some record labels and that didn't work out. I tried to book my own shows, that didn't work out, and just so many things just kept like not working out. But to the point of where I realized, oh, God's got me. It was not when anything public started working out. It wasn't when streams Spotify streams went up. It wasn't when I started getting booked for shows again. It wasn't any of that. It was when I decided, we were living in a fixer-upper that I like bought when I was like 20, and I was like, okay, let's just downsize, move to the fixer-upper, and we'll just fix it up ourselves. We were living in our fixer-upper, not happy about that, and and I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna turn this into a studio because I'm gonna create, because I can't get a regular job because I'm Jamie Grace. Like, how do you put that on a resume? I just decided to create, and I just decided to worship in a house that we were not happy to be in. Like, we just didn't love where we were living. We didn't love our financial situation. We didn't love, again, very supportive husband. He was killing it at work, but I just was not super satisfied with how things were working out in my life and my job. And I just somehow chose to worship. And I somehow chose to just take every instrument that I had and put it in one of the really messed up fixer-uppery rooms in our house. And I just worshiped every day, and just through art, through creating, through learning better patterns on the banjo, writing different lyrics and all that kind of stuff. And out of that came my record, Dreamers, which has a line in the song that says, somebody tell the girls that I'm still dreaming.
I want to know, what else have you been up to? What has your life been looking like the past few years?
Yeah. I have been definitely keeping busy, and in a fun busy. I kind of, long story short, definitely decided about 3 years ago not to retire, and just to continue making music and recording and that kind of thing. I think a lot of times, I'll be 34 this year, and I think a lot of times around this age, whether you're an artist or not, it's pretty common to start thinking like, am I good at what I do? Should I keep doing it? Should I go get my master's? Like, I think a lot of late 20s, early 30s have those feelings and thoughts, right? And I definitely, I'm late 20s, early 30s. I started having those thoughts as well. And so very specifically, the last 3 years have just been a different kind of intentional busy of creating art, trying to really make sure I'm having fun creating art, and just being really focused and mindful in that. I had, or even like, this is kind of like a smaller detail, but it's a big detail to me, but like choosing to bring my studio back home. And so like, this is, full on studio, but it's also in my home. And for me, that made it so much more special because I've always had a home studio since I was a kid. And so bringing that foundational element to creativity has been pretty nice. And so, yeah, I released a record in 2023 and have been just doing a lot of singles since then, and also working with a lot of young artists as well here in the studio. So that's been really fun.
Now, you are no stranger to the internet. You've had a few viral videos. I know there's always this terrifying question, like the way to lead up to it. But the one I want to talk about is this gorgeous video of you singing Hallelujah with Carrie Job, Blanca, and forgive me, I don't remember the other names.
No, there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to show somebody who outdrew ya. It's not a cry you can hear at night, and it's not someone who has seen light. It's a cold and it's a broken heart.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
What led up to that moment? Like, was that pre-planned? Like, did you guys know? Like, what led up to that just gorgeous?
Yeah. Listen, thank you. First of all, I came across that video a couple weeks ago, and I was like, look at us. Yeah, I had toured with Blanca quite a bit on the Revolve tour. It was like a girls' conference tour. And I had toured with Nerva quite a bit. So we knew each other. And then Dara McLean, I think I'm saying her name wrong, which is so horrible. But I was like, I loved her music. And then, that was right when Carrie Job's Forever came out. So all that to say, we all kind of have these, connection points where we all kind of knew each other, if you will. And some of us knew each other a little bit more than others. But truly, I'm a YouTube kid. And so everywhere I went, I was like, yo, you want to make a video? You want to make a video? You want to make a video? And it was just it was before, not to like sound like I'm a veteran, but it was like before the days of TikTok where it's like, you have to make a video if you're with another artist, right? It's like, okay, you better sit on this bathroom counter and sing, or kitchen counter, or that's like the trend, or stand in this parking lot garage and we better go viral. It was before that. I just love making videos. And I'm like, y'all not about to catch me out here with these powerhouse, all these women, their voices, and y'all not end up on my YouTube channel? Nah, bruh. Like, let's do something. And so yeah, I don't remember how we picked that song, but I don't think we practiced it. Like maybe, I think we talked through it and then we recorded it. But yeah, Blanca and I, that was her second or third time being like, I don't want to say bullied into making a video with me, but it was not the first. It was not the first one that Blanca had done with me. So I had a little leverage. I was like, Blanca, yo, like tell them like we got to do this, bro. Like, and I'm so glad we did. It turned out really cool.
That's the video. Thanks so much for watching. If you want more content like this, head over to movieguide.org. Movieguide is a nonprofit organization, and we are supported by viewers like you every day.